Okay, so welcome back, and today we are going to do a question that is fundamental to learning about heaps. Okay, I feel like I say that a lot. But yeah, so this question is about learning how to use heaps. And in case you don't know what heaps are, you should definitely check it out. Sometimes they're called priority queues. Sometimes they're called heaps. And all right, so this question is called top k frequent elements. So given a non-empty array of integers, return the k most frequent elements. So for example, here, there's 3 1s, 2 2s, and 1 3. And it's k equals 2. It means return the 2 most frequent elements, which is 1 and 2. And then here, it's there's only one element, so it's gonna be only 1. So usually, if ever you see a question that says top k, more likely than not, it's gonna be asking you to use a heap. The reason why heaps are so good is that heaps are very good at storing the top k minimum or top k maximum, which is why whenever you see like a top k frequent or top k something, usually you gotta use a heap. The reason is because to get those elements is pretty fast, to get like the max element is pretty fast, and then to push in and pop out, or like if you don't care about the order, the actual order of the frequency, then heaps are very good for that. If you do need the order, then you just have to sort an array, for example. But if you only care about the top k, but you don't care about the order, heaps are perfect for that. All right, let's dive deep into the question, into how we can do this. So let's take, I'm gonna do my own example. So we're gonna have a heap called like maybe 1 1 1 2 2 3 3, oops, 3, maybe we'll add in some 4 5, maybe 6 here, and then I want k to be 3. Right, so how do we solve this question? So now that we have this, what do we do? So we want to know what are the most frequent elements. So the first thing that we can do is we could just literally count them. So we could go through this and then just count how many there are of each number. So how do we do that? We have to use a hash map. So what do we do is like, oh, we see the number 1, we add a 1 in our hash map, there's the frequency 1. We see another one, this becomes 2. We see another one, this becomes 3. So now this becomes 3. And then you see 2, and then 2 it becomes 1. And then you see another 2, it becomes 2. So then in the end, your hash map is gonna look like this. 5 1 6 1. All right, awesome. Yeah, so then your hash map is gonna look like this. And then now that you have the frequency and your hash maps, what you want to do is you want to put it into a heap. How does a heap work? Let's just say it's a min heap, because what you want to do is you want to put in all the numbers, and then you want to pop out the minimum number that's there. Once you have a heap, I'll just do a triangle because usually a heap is like that. And then first you put in a 1. 1 is number 3. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna have like you're gonna be ordering them through the frequency. So 1 3, and then you have 2 2, and then this one you want to keep the size to be k. So you want this to be size k. So whenever you have more than k, and here it's k equals 3. If ever you have more than k, then you have to pop off the element, the minimum element, right? So here is 2, so then 2 is going to be on top. I'll just do the first 3 of them. So you got 3 2, and then 2 2, and then 1 3, and then you have 4 1, right? You want to put 4 1 into here, and then 4 1 will get to here, and then you have to pop one of them. So you have to pop the minimum out, so you want to pop this guy out. So because you have to pop this guy out, it's you take this out again, and then 5 1, it's the minimum, you pop this guy out again, and then 6 1, you pop this guy out again. So then in the end you get these 3, which is the most frequent elements. Now this case is actually quite simple, the case. I think that's why you might not like see good examples, but let me erase this real quick. All right, so this is a min heap. Let's do another example. Let's do, then we have like 6, 4, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, okay? And then k equals 3. So let's do this again. 6 becomes 1, and then 4 becomes 1. 1 is gonna become 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 is gonna be 2, and then 2 is gonna also be 2. All right, so this is what we have in our hash map, right? These are the numbers, the value, and then here is the frequency. Okay. And then in our min heap, we're gonna first put 6, 1 here. And then we're gonna have 4, 1. So these are equal because they're both actually 1. We just keep the 6 so that we can remember what the number is so that we can output the array later. And then 1 is 3, 1, 3. All right, and then 3, 2. 3, 2, we want to pop. Which one are we gonna pop? We're gonna pop the minimum. So this guy is gonna get popped off because we want to keep the min heap to have 3 elements. And then we're gonna push another guy, 2, 2, and then because it's a min heap, we want to pop. We're gonna pop off the minimum number, which is this guy, so it's gonna be popped off. And then now we only have these 3 elements, and then this will become the array 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. So then 1, 2, 3, that is the k most frequent elements. Pretty simple. So let's write that down in code. So first we are going to create a hash map. And how we're going to do that is going to use a dictionary. And then here we're going to use a default dictionary of integer. It means that if we haven't initialized it, it starts as 0, which is what we want. For n and nums, we are going to go through the array, and then we're going to put into the hash map, increment the hash map. Depending on what the value is, we're going to increment the frequency by 1 every time we see 1. And then now we're going to initialize the heap. The heap in Python is just an array, and it's mostly because technically you can implement a heap just by using an array. It's very fascinating stuff. If you took like CS algorithms, you'll know how they do it. But yeah, so you have a heap, and then what you want to do is you want to iterate through your dictionary, your count dictionaries. And then here I wrote items is because I want the key and the value for it. So then what am I going to push? I'm going to push the combination. So heap q.heap push. And then I'm going to push in the heap. So this is like the API for heap. I'm going to push the value and the key. The reason why I put the value first is because I want it to sort. I want the heap to sort by the first element, which is the value, right? And then, yeah, so then I'm going to keep pushing. And then if the heap becomes bigger than what I want, which is k, then I need to pop an element off of the heap, right? And then at the end, you're only gonna have k elements in your heap, and then what you want to do is you just want to output that result array. So yeah, so while there's still some in the heap, then what I want to do is I want to append those numbers. So, and then I'm gonna pop all the elements off. Return res. Okay, let's see if that works. Excellent, that works. And then if you submit it, as you can see, the order doesn't matter. If the output is 2, 1 or it's 1, 2, it still counts as it's good. All right, cool, successful. So that's good. So what would be the time complexity for it? Well, as you know, to create the hash map, it takes O of n because you have to loop through the whole array. And then to maintain the heap, every time you push an element in the heap, it's log of k. And then every time you pop is log of k. And then in here, what we do is we push all the elements. Sorry, we don't push all the elements. We pushed all the numbers, the frequency numbers into the heap. So how many frequency numbers do you have? Well, it depends. If they're all unique numbers, then it's O of n, right? So that's the worst case scenario. So O of n times log of k, because each time you put it in the heap. So that means O of, I'll just write there. it's O of n times log k, right? That's the time complexity. And then space, you need, let's see, O of k for your heap, and then space O of n for your hash map. So in the end, it's O of n space and O of n times log of k for time complexity. Cool. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. So this is for the heap pushes, and then O of n for building the hash map, hash map. Okay. So this is the analysis. And yeah, if you show that analysis, it'll be pretty good during the interviews. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's how you do this question. Now, I wrote this more verbally because it's better for like education. But if you want to be fancy, there is like a lot of like funky Python stuff that you could write to shorten it. For example, all this can be reduced to count equals collections dot counter. What it does is it just, because it's so often that you use it, it just takes the array and then it'll make a hash map of counters. And then it's exactly what we did here, but just in one line. And then here, where you push and pop these elements to maintain a k size, you can actually do it with one line, which is actually just heap q n largest, and it'll actually do it by itself. And then n here, it's k because we want k elements. And then we get the keys here, and then that's pretty much it. You can actually just do it like that. That's actually like a very Pythonic way of writing it, but it really doesn't matter. During interviews, it's actually better to write it fully out in case your interviewer doesn't know these tricks. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this question. And thanks for watching, and hope this was useful. See you in the next one.